What's going on, people, and welcome back to my FPL update for game week 31 and a look ahead to my game week 32 team. So I went with a 4-4-2, old school like that, for game week 31. I finished with 25 points. The average was 34, so I did get red arrows this week, unfortunately. I felt like I started pretty well, but then just didn't get some luck here and there, and so disappointing. Two of my defenders got red cards as well. Like, that's what I'm talking about with the luck. So that doesn't happen a lot. So I'll take it this week. Hopefully I'll bounce back for game week 32 with some green arrows. I went with Sells for Forest in goal. He got me free, as Forest did lose their game against Villa, but it was by 2-1. He got me 6 save points, conceded 2 goals obviously, but still 3 points as a return in a loss. I'll take it. At 4 at the back, I had Van Dijk, who got me 1, as Liverpool lost in surprising manner to Fulham, which can always happen. Fulham are a decent side, but you'd expect Liverpool to at least probably grab a draw in that, but they lost 3-2, so only got 1 for Van Dijk. Aït-Nouri at Wolves got me 2. He played 87 minutes. They did win 2-1 against Ipswich, but no clean sheet, only 2 for him. Gueye and Van Heck were my other 2 defenders, and these are the 2 guys that got red cards. They played each other, obviously, in this fixture. It was a bit of a mad one. Palace won 2-1, and both of these players received red cards. So I got a -2 for Van Heck and a -1 for Gueye, so that definitely hurt me this week. Moving into the midfield, I had Alanga at Forest, who got me 1. Only played half the game. Minter at Brighton got me 5. He got an assist in his game, as Brighton did lose to Palace, as I said, but he got an assist, so he got me 5, which I'm happy about. Vice captaincy this week was Rodgers. He got 9, so if I'd have captained him, I would have got a bit more, but I'll still take it. He scored in his game against Forest in that 2-1 win, and he got me 2 bonus points. Captaincy was on Salah this week, but obviously they lost their game against Fulham, so didn't do anything. Got a few little points for him, but flopped for the captaincy. And then 2 up top, I had João Pedro at Brighton, who only got me 1. And he's not been great since I brought him in, so that's going to be a possible transfer in the next few weeks, as they lost to Palace 2-1. And Isak at Newcastle, even though Newcastle won 3-0 away to Leicester, he only played 71 minutes. He's been a bit of a doubt with like little niggles and stuff, so I've got to keep a close eye on him. He got me 2. And then the bench, Henderson at Palace got 3. Kirkez got 1 for Bournemouth. Dango Ouattara got me 2 for Bournemouth. And Chris Wood didn't play, so he got 0. So the bench I got right. And as I said, them 2 red cards really hurt me this week. So total of 25 points. The average was 34. Fell below it, but hopefully bounce back for game week 32 with some more green arrows. Game week 32 team currently looks like this. I've brought Henderson in for Palace over Sells because he has a double fixture. They are both away games and tricky games, but because it's double fixture, a double game week for him over Sells with just the 1 game, I'm hoping that he can repay me with that, but the fixtures are tough because they're away to City and then they're away to Newcastle, but I'm going to risk it, I think. I've got him in goal. Hopefully he'll get at least 1 return in one of them games. 3 at the back, I've gone with a 3-4-3 this week. Van Dijk for Liverpool at home against West Ham. Aït-Nouri for Wolves away to Tottenham. And Kirkez for Bournemouth at home against Fulham. Minter for Brighton at home against Leicester in the midfield. Rodgers, the vice-captaincy, I've still got on him at the moment, away for Villa against Southampton. Captaincy for Salah still, as Liverpool play West Ham at home. Dango Ouattara for Bournemouth at home against Fulham. And then I've gone 3 up top, as I've took out Chris Wood. I didn't want to take him out, but I think he's going to be out for a few more games, to be honest. I didn't want to take that risk, so I brought in Mateta for Palace, who I'm a big fan of. He's got the double game week as well, obviously. I think even if they lose these games, I expect him to score in at least one of them. So Mateta comes in for Chris Wood. Got Isak with a double game week against Manchester United for Newcastle, at home against Manchester United, and then they're at home against Crystal Palace. So hopefully Isak can return, and if not both, at least 1. And João Pedro for Brighton at home against Leicester hopefully will finally return for me. On the bench, I've got Sells for Forest at home against Everton. Alanga, who is flagged currently, at home against Everton. And then my 2 red cards, who are going to miss these games, obviously, with Van Heck and Guay. So, yeah, confident that my bench I've got definitely right, because at least half of that bench is red cards. I usually get the bench right anyway. Hopefully, captaincy with Salah against West Ham does something for me this week. And Rodgers, I think, will chip in with something away to Southampton. So that's how my team's looking. Hopefully, it will be back to a return of green arrows. Let me know how you did for game week 31, what you're thinking for game week 32, and I'll catch you in a bit.